everyone. Welcome to Beware of Spoilers. I'm Adam. I think this is our 30th episode. Not 100% sure off the top of my head. Time is now 3 o'clock on Friday, whatever the hell today's date is, 27th of July, which means that there was a new release today. A few movies came out. I went with Mission Impossible Fallout. I keep wanting to say Fallout New Vegas. I'm not 100% certain why I keep wanting to do that. I never played that game. Anyway, that's not the point. I said 2 episodes ago when I did the Equalizer 2 that when I go to see movies like this, the straight action movies, I don't look to see if there's anything big going on, I don't look at the movie the same way I would look at a movie that would be nominated for an Academy Award or something like that, because I'm going in, is there action? Is the action good? Does it live up to the expectation of the trailer? And really, that's all the movie, I look for in this. So, really, the trailer is the problem I have with this movie. We'll get to that toward the end. But the other problem I had was the fact that the editing in this movie was terrible, and the sound mixing was terrible, too. And it's noticeable. It's noticeable to the entire thing. There are shots that don't quite flow properly. It's as if they took B-roll footage at the same time as they were filming the scene. It's like they filmed the scene with 2 cameras running at once, but then didn't time it properly when they were cutting it together. So you have scenes that jump around. People are in one shot, not in the next, back in the next one. Things like that. That really annoys me a little bit. When that happens, and not in a big, it's gonna ruin my day kind of way. It's just, this is a major movie. It had, I want to say like $100 million budget, maybe $75 million, but it's an expensive movie to make, and that's a pretty simple thing to make sure is happening. And that just brings up the continuity from shot to shot at the same, especially if you're gonna cut things together. That said, the action sequences in the movie are, pretty good. There are a few things that shot all in one take, which I really like when they do that. Granted, one of them was obligatory. You had to do it because it was, when they were, skydiving out of, a plane into Paris. You kind of got to shoot that all in one take. And my big problem with this, I'm going to use this as what I want to say about trailers and how trailers have been ruining movies recently. Maybe we were just spoiled, we as a movie-going public, with the way Marvel handled Infinity War. And I keep going back to this because they handled the trailers for that were handled so well. You had no idea what was going to happen going into that movie. And it was up until a week beforehand that we had no idea what the plot of the movie was, besides the fact that it had Thanos in it, and the Guardians of the Galaxy were going to be there too, and they were going to try and stop Thanos from assembling the Infinity Gauntlet. That's all we knew going into the movie. Nothing else. Which is pretty amazing if you think about it, considering how large the crew was on a movie like that, and no one leaked anything, and it worked out pretty well. Then there's this, which has the same problem that I had last September with the Golden Circle. Kingsman: The Golden Circle. They spoiled out of the gate the fact that in the first trailer they spoiled that. I like that first trailer with the recut of My Way by Frank Sinatra. I did really like that trailer. However, I wish that they didn't at the end of it spoil that Harry was alive, because if you watch the movie, there is more than enough footage you can use of other things going on that don't feature Harry to push the movie. So that way that's a bit of a reveal in the movie when you go and see it. Ultimately, what happens is it makes parts of the movie seem longer because we're waiting for something we know is going to happen. So we know that he's going to be fighting alongside them toward the end of the movie. Like, because we saw that in the trailer. But and then they spend time showing you manufactured, is he going to remember who he is? Is he not? Which, if they didn't reveal in the trailer that he was going to be in the final act, fighting alongside everyone, then it would have meant more in the moment that was happening. Now, this movie had the same problem, where very early on, they showcase Henry Cavill as one of the main antagonists, which is fine. If the movie's narrative doesn't illustrate that fact, that's where the problem comes in. Because for the first half of the movie, if I hadn't walked into the theater knowing Henry Cavill was the bad guy, I would have thought he was just a new addition to the team. And he was just there for the CIA to watch how they operate and things like that. But no, they go out, the trailers show him fighting with Ethan, who's played by Tom Cruise, and all of that. But they don't really, go into, they really shouldn't have shown that in the trailer. And I think it's fundamentally a disconnect between the marketing departments and the production department of these major motion pictures, where they're not consulting with the entire set. They're getting a lump of footage, and they're told, make a trailer to sell this movie. And the marketing department is doing what they do best, where they showcase the footage they have. And a lot of the really good footage in the movie is, of course, Henry Cavill fighting Tom Cruise. I will give them, they did a good job in that of tricking. The one trick they did get over on me was that the scene where the fight in the bathroom, where it looks like the two of them are fighting, they're not. They're fighting the same guy. So at that point, I was thinking, maybe they're not going to do this because maybe they're not going to do that. Maybe that was all a mystery. But no, it wasn't. So I think that this is just another case study in why we need to have more communication on movies like this between the people who are making the trailers and the filmmakers themselves. Because a lot of times the filmmakers aren't the ones who are cutting together the trailers and approving the trailers. It's done by the producers and by people who want to make money on the movie, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, because we wouldn't get movies like this if they didn't make money. But use it to showcase the action. Don't use it to showcase what the major plot points of the movie are. And the reason why I use this movie to really talk about that is because, like I said earlier, when I talked about The Equalizer, I said I go into these to see if I'm going to, for lack of a better word, feel like I got what I paid my ticket for. Am I going to get action? Am I going to get, is it going to be at least passable action? And the movie is. And if you're going to pay for the ticket to go see this movie, you're going to get what you paid for. And you're gonna see a lot of action. You're gonna be paying to see Tom Cruise take a vacation where he does a whole bunch of extreme sports, and gets paid to do it. So really, I think this is worth. I wouldn't say worth seeing it in theaters. I saw it in IMAX today. There wasn't really anything there that warranted an IMAX showing. But I would definitely, if you're gonna see it regular, that's fine. Especially if you have like one of the subscription services like A-List or something. So yeah, this should be a short one because, I don't really know what else to talk about because the entire story is in the trailer. So if you see the trailer, you know what the story is, and it's fine. Like, it's not great. It's not gonna get any accolades or anything. It's just fine. It's another middle of the line movie coming out in July to put you somewhere air conditioned for 2 hours. And try to sell you a ticket to a better movie later on in the year. That's what this is. And speaking of which, Damien Chazelle's new movie, First Man, I saw the trailer for, with Ryan Gosling and other people who look familiar. That movie looks pretty good, and maybe I'll see that one when that comes out. So we'll be back Monday with Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot. That's the next movie I'm going to cover. Then I have Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom later in the week on Wednesday. And Friday would be the 3rd of August, so I'm thinking that's going to be Christopher Robin. But there's also a possibility it's that other movie, that YA book that they made into a movie. I'm forgetting the name of it now. The Darkest Minds. That could be it too. But we'll see. When the next episode comes out, I will definitely say what the next movie is. I'm still surprised they made Dumbo into a live-action movie in the current political climate, considering a good amount of that movie is remembered because of the character named Jim Crow, who is a terrible stereotype. But yeah, so saw that trailer today too before this one. So yeah, maybe if you're not 100% a fan of this kind of movie, maybe just skip it, see it when it comes out on DVD. or on demand, or middle of the day on a Tuesday when it's like $5. So yeah, don't pay full price for this on opening weekend. Go see something else again. So on that note, we will be back on Monday with Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot.